Question 10 in 2025, we're given these patterns, and we can see here in stage 1 we kind of have this going on. These have 3 dots going each way. Stage 1 is 2, these have 4 dots going each way. So the next one will have 5, and we can see that that is 5. Just do it in whatever way suits you. It's going to go to 4, it's going to go to -4, and you're just putting a lot of dots on the diagram for nice easy marks in part 1. Not that one. So 5 dots. Part B tells us in pattern 2000s there's 4 points at a distance of 2000 units from 0, 0. Okay, let's see what's going on. In pattern 1, the points are 1, 0, -1, 0, 0, -1. And which one am I leaving out? 0, 1. In pattern 2, the points I have are these guys, 2, 0, 0, -2. So we should see the pattern here. That's pattern 2. Pattern 3 is a 3, 0. It is this one here. So pattern 2000 is going to be the same kind of pattern going on. So we're going to have 2000, 0, and 0, 2000. And the negative versions of them, -2000, 0, and 0, -2000. So just a bit of logic involved in this question. The smallest value for n is an out of natural numbers for which the point 4, 4 is a pattern. Well, let's go back and have another look. 4, 4, what's happening in these patterns? We have this, we don't, in pattern 2 we have 1, 1. In pattern 2 we have the point 1, 1. In pattern 3 we don't have, we have 2, 1 and 1, 2. So pattern 4 we have the point 2, 2 here, 2, 2 in pattern 4, 1, 1 in pattern 2, which means in pattern 6 we'll have 3, 3, and in pattern 8 we'll have 4, 4. Again, just a bit of logic in this question, really will suit people. 8. Qn is the proportion of points with integers coordinates a, b, and the absolute value of a and b are less than or equal to n. Rearrange the formula. So back to first year, rearranging the formula. 2n is equal to t minus 1. N is equal to t minus 1 over 2. Hard to believe. Then we're told that Qn is given by this expression. By substituting your answer in D part 1 into this expression, show that Qn is t squared plus 2t plus 1 over 4t squared. So we have n, this n is going to be substituted by t minus 1 over 2 plus 1 to be squared. So that's 1 over 1. This will become t minus 1 plus 2 over 2, which is equal to t plus 1 over 2. That's the top, and that will need to be squared. So may as well continue with this. This is t squared plus 2t plus 1 over 4. That's the top part. The bottom part, n, this n here, 2n is going to become 2 times t minus 1 over 2. So the 2's cancel. So the 2n part just becomes t minus 1. So we're going to have t minus 1 plus this one, which in fact is just t, and it will need to be squared. So this is going to be over t squared, which becomes t squared plus 2t plus 1 over 4t squared, which is what we were asked to show. A limit question, probably best to just divide by the highest power. If you divide by t squared, just write down divide by t squared, we're going to get 1 plus 2t over t squared, which is 2 over t, which will tend to 0 as t tends to infinity, plus 1 over t squared, which would also tend to 0, all over 4t squared divided by t squared will be 4. So these guys tend to 0. So the limit of this expression is 1 over 4. This is the easiest question ever asked on a Leaving Cert exam paper. How many dots are in H1? 4. And then we're asked to do a proof by induction to show this guy here. So let's do proof by induction. H1 here is equal to 1 plus 1 squared, which is equal to 4, which is what we saw up above. Assume true for n is equal to k. Therefore, we get h of k is equal to k plus 1 to be squared. What's h of k plus 1? That's going to be k plus 1, replacing that k, plus the other 1 to be squared, which is equal to k plus 2 to be squared, which is equal to k squared plus 4k plus 4. And they want us to say that it's equal to this guy here. So if that's, we change n to k, we're going to get h of k plus 2n plus 3, or 2k plus 3. Yes, that is the dog drinking from his bowl. So h of k is the assumption, k plus 1 squared plus 2k plus 3 is k squared plus 2k plus 1 plus 2k plus 3, which is k squared plus 4k plus 4, which is equal to this guy. Write all the words that you need to write at the end of this question. 2025 complete.